Five, four, three, two, one.
Hello, everyone. I'm Timothy Go, and welcome to the launch of the all-new 4 in Singapore. Joining me now is Christopher Venner. He is the Managing Director of BMW Group Asia. Thanks for joining me, Chris.
Hi, Tim. Great to be here.
I have to say, wow, that was an impressive and edgy entrance of the 4.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I hope everyone watching tonight had the same reaction.
I'm sure they did. Now, the 4 is a true success story worth celebrating. Of course, it started in 2013 as a coupe. It then evolved into a convertible and then a Grand Coupe. So I have to ask you this. Why is the coupe the first to be launched?
Tim, coupes have always played an extremely important role at BMW. They are dream cars, anchors of the family, and are the basis for the M models as well.
Well, fair enough. Now, the 4 Series has always been the brother to the well-known 3 Series. So will this be the same case today?
Definitely not. From now on, the number 4 will stand for an even more self-confident and expressive series of products. All models will show a complete differentiation from the current 3 Series, as we believe our customers have individual characters just as our cars do.
So Chris, tell us what makes the 4 stand out from the rest of the crowd.
As you can see, it's definitely the design. One specific aspect references an iconic design element of classics, such as the BMW 3.0 CSI or the BMW 328.
So with that, I'm guessing you're talking about the iconic vertical kidney grille. It immediately caught my eye.
It's a center of power and makes a clear statement on the road. In addition, it's the most intelligent kidney grille BMW has ever produced, with air flap control, sensors, and integrated cameras.
Well, Christopher, it's clear that the 4 is full of character, definitely in a league of its own. Now, based on what I've heard as well, the all-new 4 is shaping up to be the sportiest and the most extroverted BMW of the lineup. So what sporty characteristics stand out for you?
For me, it's a sporty, sloping roofline, the low center of gravity, and the dynamic chassis.
So it's safe to say then that we are looking at a brand new chapter for BMW cars.
Yes, the 4 captures the very essence of BMW and is future-focused.
What I really want to know, Christopher, I'm sure our viewers want to know as well, is which variant will be your personal favorite?
I would have to say the 430i M Sport Pro.
Okay, I actually read that that variant is more dynamic with more individual touches as well. What in particular will make you go, wow?
For me, it's all about the M Sport elements. For example, the M4-inspired M Sport seats keep you in position, ensuring you are safe and comfortable, especially in the more dynamic sport mode.
Well, personally, I like the red brake calipers and the 19-inch alloy wheels and the sunroof. That's a great addition. What about the drive?
This variant is also the first to feature the brand new Sprint mode. It's one of my favorite features, and you'll hear about that later.
All right, I'm sure we will. Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us, Chris. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
You're welcome.
For our launch here in Singapore, we were inspired by the story of the all-new 4, and that is to enjoy every edge. So we sought the help of a storytelling master, Anton Lim.
Hi, Tim. Nice to meet you.
Well, Anton is a car photographer and the founder of Horizon Drivers Club. And you can see his passion for the BMW through the pictures that he takes. So, Anton, what makes a great picture?
Well, I believe a great picture creates a connection with my audience. So having the right location, framing, and lighting is important as it sets the tone as to how I define the subject I'm shooting.
So, what do you think of the new 4?
Well, it's a really bold, captivating car. The front grille obviously grabs my attention instantly, but there is also so much more about the car to admire.
Of course there is. And we gave Anton a challenge, and that is to capture the boldness of the 4 through his camera lenses. Are you ready to show the results?
Yes, I have been anticipating this opportunity to photograph the new, strikingly designed 4 Series Coupe.
All right, let's have a look at this shot. Can you talk us through this?
Yes, the front shot of the car, that vertical kidney grille really says it all. I wanted to highlight its distinctive front end in this shot.
It catches one's attention, in fact. What about the side of the new 4?
Well, for the side of the car, my aim was to emphasize its sleek lines and its signature coupe proportions, which display athleticism and character.
Now let's look at the other side and tell me about this rear shot.
Well, the wider rear framed by its dual branch tailpipes gives the car a sporty stance. Together with its stylish and eye-catching taillights, the 4 looks precise and taut.
Well, Anton, you really captured the essence of the 4, and it is quite mesmerizing.
Yes, indeed. I had a great model to work with.
Well, Anton, thank you very much for sharing your vision of the 4.
Thank you for having me.
For this next segment, we've invited one of you for an exclusive preview of the new 4. Join me now is lawyer and BMW enthusiast, Michael Tan. Hey, Michael.
Hi there, Tim. I'm very excited to be here today.
I can tell from your face. Now, you've been driving the 420i Grand Coupe for the past 3 years now?
That's right.
All right, now that we're inside the new 4, what are your first impressions?
I think it's even more sophisticated and definitely more comfortable. And I can't wait to actually drive this little babe on the road to see how it works.
I'm sure you'll get your chance to test drive the 4. But first, have you heard about the tech upgrades in this car?
I've heard about it, but I've not experienced it.
Great. Well, let me show you. For a start, the 4 has an awesome new smartphone integration system.
Cool. I have an Android phone. Does it work with an Android phone?
Well, that was my first question too. And in fact, it does. The enhanced smartphone integration system now supports Apple CarPlay and the Android Auto.
Nice. So I can see all my Google Maps, Spotify, WhatsApp, all right on the screen.
Exactly. All the information appears in this 10.25-inch screen.
That's awesome.
You know, when you mentioned Google Map earlier, with the new 4, when you're using your Google Map or Waze, which we always use, you can now see all that information up there in your windscreen with a head-up display together with your driving instruments.
Oh, that's impressive and super useful. When I want to go out and explore new eateries or just to go for a joyride with the kids, I think that's going to be an awesome function.
In full safety as well. Well, the latest generation of the 4 comes with BMW's latest intelligent personal assistant as well. So here, watch this. Hey, BMW.
Hi, what can I help you with?
Switch to sport mode.
I have activated the sport mode.
Oh, wow. I love it when tech is designed to make life easier just like that. That's going to make driving so much more exciting and convenient. Just like how I can open the boot without using my hands.
Exactly. As a techie myself, I love that the 4 is not just about technology, but it's about thoughtful technology. And for those of you out there who are in the Apple system, if you have an iPhone or the Apple Watch, you can use those too to open the car door.
That's cool. So if I'm an iPhone user, I can go for an exercise without needing to bring my car keys. That is a convenient function.
So now that you've seen the technological aspects of this car, what do you think about the upgrades?
I'm really impressed with the upgrades. I like the fact that BMW is thinking from the driver's perspective and looking at the finest details. I'm really impressed, and I'm looking forward to actually trying it out on the road.
Do the test drive, Michael.
Do the test drive.
All right. Thank you very much, Michael, for joining me here.
Thank you.
If the all-new 4's design and tech upgrades already have you leaning forward on the edge of your seat, well, just wait till you hear about the new and improved driving dynamics. So now let me introduce Laurent Yegley. He is the head of product for BMW Group Asia, here to share the latest dynamic driving features of the 4. Welcome, Laurent.
Hi, Tim.
All right, so far, we've seen some really interesting insights on the 4 from the design and tech perspective. So what should we get excited about when we're driving the car?
During the development phase, the engineer had one target: to make the 4 as sharp as a scalpel.
Sharp as a scalpel. What exactly do you mean?
Every movement had to be precise and handling had to be perfect. The 4 promises the best possible driving experience in its segment.
All right, Laurent, you're going to have to talk us through this.
For a start, as Christopher mentioned earlier, the 4 has a lower center of gravity and better aerodynamic design.
So as far as I understand, the car lies lower on the road, and this enhances stability, gives you more agility and precise handling. The rear of the car is also wider.
Very astute, Tim. With all those measures, the 4 gives you the most dynamic experience.
Well, Laurent, Christopher mentioned something about the sprint mode earlier. Can you tell us more about that?
The sprint mode in our M Sport Pro variant gives you an extra spurt of power when you need it. Basically, your transmission drops to the lowest possible gear in order to maximize your acceleration.
Well, it sounds like overtaking or accelerating is going to be quite a breeze with the 4's powerful engines.
The engines are not just powerful, but extremely efficient, generating 184 horsepower in the 420i Coupe and 258 horsepower in the 430i Coupe, allowing the car to go from 0 to 100 in just 5.8 seconds.
Wow, did you hear that? Well, this is truly a BMW car that allows you to enjoy every edge from a design, tech, and driving dynamic standpoint.
And there is more to discover with the 4. I will encourage our fans to come down and personally experience it.
All right, Laurent, thank you very much for joining me in this dynamic chat. As Laurent has wisely suggested, it is time for those of you watching to come see the 4 for yourself. You can book a test drive today by visiting the BMW Digital Showroom. You can do it on the BMW Performance SG mobile app, or you can call us at 1-800-225-5269. And that brings us to the end of this brief but exciting show. I'm Timothy Go, and I hope you've enjoyed discovering every edge with me here on the virtual launch of the all-new 4 in Singapore. See you next time.